what's good? Come on in, people. Make
Sound check. Sound check. Do you read me, SCP Foundation staff? Microphone check. Microphone check. This is Dr. Theron Sherman. All right. Seems our signal is streaming properly. That's at least a good news. How are we doing this morning, Foundation staff? Everyone got their meals over the commissary? Everyone done their morning Foundation workouts? Trust the Foundation Fitness Initiative and you'll never be caught in a containment breach unaware. I'm currently trying desperately to get view on the TikTok live. I see YouTube chat. It's good to see you, everyone. Technical difficulties are on the way, but I've got our team in the background making sure all signals aren't getting crossed. As soon as I get clearance, we're good to go, although I'd really like to see where the chat is over there. But at least if it's live, it's live. That's something. Okay. Unfortunately, for some reason, I can't see TikTok chat, but in a moment, you will see me. In 3, 2, 1, let's roll. Good afternoon, Foundation staff. This is Dr. Theron Sherman. Checking in on the YouTube chat. Make sure that you guys can hear me properly and the music. We're still working out some kinks. We're starting our stream journey. We're going to make sure that everyone in the Foundation has the up-to-date intel and is therefore able to make wise choices with their containment needs. Synth, good to see you in the chat. Lot 1, you're here too. Lot 1 Productions is in the chat, everyone, and they are going to be interested in a little bit when we talk about their Sizzle reel for their new upcoming web series, or season 2 of their web series, Redacted. But we want to get some stuff in the beginning done. Hey, Husky Gamer, thank you for donating to Site 42's coffers. Make sure to grab yourself some dog treats over by the commissary. See, you're a Husky. Freak Bob, you say. So during our opening, I will be chatting, talking about SCPs, going into making sure I get to you guys' chats. But then, today's plan, we're going to look at the Sizzle reel for Redacted Season 2, because they are doing a Season 2 of an SCP web series, live action. And they are covering a community favorite, community controversial SCP. And so we're going to have some interesting times over there. And if this is working over here, always dealing with technical issues at the Foundation. If only we had the budget of Marshall, Carter, and Dark. All right, that's working at least. Bop, bop, bop. Harley, good to see you in the chat. Cassandra, Marshall, Carter, and Dark is a group of interest in the SCP Foundation universe. Here, let me pull up the browser. Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Boom. And this will give me the opportunity to try this. Heyo. But now I don't want to capture browser. I want to capture a window. So let's make sure the window is correct. Streamlabs, Opera, channel dashboard. That's the problem. So wait, where is it? Show me the money. Oh, because that's over here. No, that should be here. Oh, I minimized it, so it ruined everything. So that's there, but I can't minimize the window or it goes away. That's awfully convenient. Background music is extremely loud. Good to know. Let's take that down. Let me know if that sounds better. Voice check, along with the sound check, sound check. We're going to have the same problem when we go into the Sizzle reel in gaming, so I want to make sure. That's why we have the opening tests. You're all here at the Foundation. This is research. We know what we're doing. Everything's fine. And Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Done. And done. Show it. Ah, gotta move it up against this. Hey, Marshall Carter in Dark is here. Look at that. And if I move it over there, it can be seen on the small stream. I am so good at this. Expert at chat. So, Cassandra, as you were asking, Marshall Carter in Dark is a group of interest in the SCP Foundation verse. And their whole shtick is they are rich bastards. And so they are the type of people with giant mega mansions holding auctions for occult items. And so I know that at one party, they had an acrobat who could remove their limbs and reattach them. And so they were doing like a Silks act. I could never find that story again, but it really stuck in my head. And then, oh me, oh my, I know that they have an anomaly in their midst, although we maybe contained it now, so they don't have it anymore. But they had a object that could turn anything into cheese. And the cheese had qualities of whatever they turned into cheese. So they're sitting here turning cheese, or turning gold into cheese, and then eating this gold cheese to see what it tastes like to eat gold cheese. Or they would eat, well, when they got to the people cheese, it got a little disturbing. That's what I'll say. Yeah, golden cheese. Let me, Oh, did I finally get the TikTok live back? Oh, that's not good. Close that. Yes, which one was the cheese SCP? SCP cheese gold. Seal shredded mozzarella cheese, huh? Well, that's not it, but I am curious. Nope, that's Cheesus, or Cheese Jesus, if you're nasty. 1622? Nope, it is just rich cheese, which is the cheese that makes you into gold. Huh. Now you're seeing what it's like to be an SCP researcher when we have so many freaking documents on here. Documents. And so, no, it's not 1622. Oh, I should look up Marshall Carter in Dark. That will add to it. Acquisitions. Marshall Carter in Dark. Christmas dinner. Taking the reins. Milk Saya. Nope, that's not it. 1600. I think it's 1600. Yes! Philosopher's Cheese. As in the Philosopher's Stone, but for cheese. SCP-1600. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Samples of 1600-1 are stored in the Hazardous Materials Wing of Site-9-197. The chamber has to be contained with a brass alloy of 42, good number, % zinc content. All personnel interacting with this must wear sea-level hazmat suits. Odorless, dark yellow liquid recovered in 1998 from Marshall Carter in Dark in Boston, Massachusetts. So we know that they're in Boston. Keep an eye on that if you're in the Boston area. When 1600-1 comes in contact with solid matter, it will transform said matter into a sample of SCP-1600-2. This takes 2 to 37 minutes per kilogram and is usually accompanied by heavy structural damage caused by differences in density between 1600-2 and the initial materials. 1600-2 is an edible product highly similar to cheese. Coloration, texture, and flavor of 1600-2 samples varies wildly based on materials used in their creation. Consumption of 1600-2 is safe and will not cause any lasting ill effects, even in cases where the materials would have been poisonous otherwise. So they made raw pork into cheese, and it tastes like bacon cheese, which can't go wrong there. Then they made rotten meat cheese, which didn't taste good, but at least they were safe. They made wood cheese, which came out crispy and dry tasting. Then they use 98% pure gold. And the gold came out. Subject was unable to describe the taste of the sample beyond the fact that it was extremely satisfying. The subject requested access to additional samples repeatedly and became depressed and uncooperative after his requests were denied. So apparently, that gold cheese is really something. They use mercury to turn it into a black, soft, and elastic cheese. And the subject described the sample as viscous and tasteless. No symptoms of mercury poisoning have been noted. And then they turned SCP something, something, something. They're always redacting our numbers in our documents, so we don't know what's going on. Not like it makes things here to get things right. But upon approaching the sample, subject stated the sample was communicating with him, persuading him to consume it and describing its gastronomical values. The subject claimed that the sample advised him to consume it with a beverage. No beverage was provided. After consuming the sample, the subject described it as salty. No lasting mind-altering effects have been noted. So, yeah. I mean, they're all safe to eat, apparently. Even if they don't taste good because you made it out of rotten meat, which, I mean, fair. But yes, so Marshall Carter and Dark has all sorts of these strange anomalies, and they're also always holding auctions and such like that. We're not making SCP-999 cheese. Just get it off your minds. We are not using the good boy for cheese. Off the menu. Literally off the menu. Okay. So with that, I'm checking the chat right now. I want to make sure I'm not missing any supers or anything before we move on. I'm going to take one more stab at getting TikTok live to go, because it's strange that I can't see what's going on. There could be utter chaos over there, and I would never know. Oh, nothing like leaving people unsupervised. Nothing could possibly go wrong leaving the TikTok chat to its own devices. I'm sure. Bum, bum. Da, 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 da. So this is not helping at all. Da, da, da. Da. I apologize, TikTok Live. It seems you're on your own. For some reason, there's no way for me to see you guys' chat. It is not giving me the signal, so I hope you guys aren't dead. You guys are going to be more lost than the site and Find Us Alive. Ark, you are always allowed to draw. I check Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads, so I'll see it if you share it on there and tag me. So, if you were to make cheese out of SCP-999, and I'm not saying we're going to, and if you were to eat it, then I would assume, since we're not testing it. Now, people say that the smell of 999 is variable based on your favorite thing, right? it has a consistency of peanut butter, so I imagine that would move over to the cheese. And then it's scent. Mild euphoria. Emits a pleasing odor that differs with whomever it is interacting. Recorded scents include chocolate, fresh laundry, bacon, roses, and Play-Doh. So I imagine that the consistency would go over that way. And as well, the smell, I assume that 999 cheese changes flavors, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that it is always your favorite flavor. But that doesn't mean we're testing it. There's only so much Goo Boy to go around. We're not wasting it, so you can have a tasty snack. I'm gonna try one more thing. What if I just do this? Apologies if I hear a recursive version of myself. Okay, now I've got it live over there, and I'm just going to watch the chat like that. It's not the same, but it's the best I can do. Hello, chat. You are alive. Okay, perfect. Now let's get this show on the road. So, we've talked a little Marshall Carter in Dark. Now, let us for a moment help an existing SCP project, shall we? This is the job for Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters. Godspeed. What I am pulling up now is the Sizzle reel for SCP Redacted, Season 2. And this sizzle reel is going to show us, let me get some other things here, because I know they have a sizzle reel. I know they have a videos. Sizzle reel, crowdfunding pitch, weekend update, alternate sizzle reel. We want alternate sizzle reel. Perfect. So, if you've been paying attention to the channel, you will see some of the reactions we've been doing to this channel and their videos. They have one season of a live-action SCP Foundation show, and now we are going to check out their sizzle reel. We're going to see what they want to do for Season 2. Let's have a little fun with this, huh? I'm going to pause the dramatic music. Oh, right at the end of the song. How convenient. And now we go back over to my browser. Lot 1 Productions. Oh, look at that crisp intro right there. You can see everything you need to see. And now we will watch the sizzle reel.
And we're the showrunners of the SCP web series Redacted, and we need your help to bring Season 2 into reality.
Now, our plans for Season 2 are quite ambitious, so visit the Seed and Spark link below in order to show your support and get more information.
Now, for a sneak peek into what Season 2 might look like, just keep watching.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. Because of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202,
Did the volume go up, guys?
I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard. Worse. Which is why only...
I'm going to start it over. I realize my YouTube volume is too quiet. Not the problem with the what's the phrase I'm looking for? It wasn't the YouTube or it was the YouTube volume, not the. It was the words Sherman. It was the YouTube volume, not the OBS volume. So I'm going to roll it back. We'll take it from the top now that we'll be able to hear it. Ready? Here we go.
Hi, I'm Christian Hoffman.
And I'm Harley Grow.
And we're the showrunners of the SCP web series Redacted, and we need your help to bring Season 2 into reality.
Now, our plans for Season 2 are quite ambitious, so visit the Seed and Spark link below in order to show your support and get more information.
Now, for a sneak peek into what Season 2 might look like, just keep watching.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. Because of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202, I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard. Worse. Which is why only Class D personnel are assigned to carry out the procedure. No, assignment to the project is not a punishment or a test of loyalty. While many of you that have served your time in the off-site facility have elected to receive Class A amnestics after, it is not true that we have given up hope of saving her. If there was anything else to be done, we'd be doing it. Our duties at the Foundation require us to do many distasteful things. That is the price we must pay. But we must never let down our guard because of sympathy. And we will not become monsters because of the monstrous acts we must perform. Do your jobs. And never forget the importance of your work. MONTAUK is here to stay.
All right, I tried to stay quiet for that one just so we could really drink it in. This time, we're going to watch it again, but we're going to talk about some stuff. Some stuff I noticed, some stuff I didn't notice. I know Lot 1, you're in the chat right now, so if you want to give us some tips here and there, that would also be helpful. So, let's take it from the top, team.
Hi, I'm Christian Hoffman.
And I'm Harley Grow.
And we're the
All right, so to start, who the hell are these guys? I'm just kidding,
showrunners of the SCP web series Redacted, and we need your help to bring Season 2 into reality.
Now, our plans for Season 2 are quite ambitious, so visit the Seed and Spark link below in order to show your support and get more information.
Now, for a sneak peek into what Season 2 might look like, just
keep watching.
Now, before we move on, let's talk about their ambitions here. So, in case you missed it, Season 1 of Redacted was a year or two ago, and they put out 5 episodes, and they managed to do this on a $10,000 budget, which is crazy cheap, dirt cheap. And so, part of the situation is that for this crowdfund, they're trying to raise 10 times that. They want to get up to 100K, which, you know, it seems like a lot of money, but for film, it's barely anything. And remember, when Evan Royalty went to make Heretic, he raised something like 330K. And so this is not a crazy amount of money. And Lot 1, can you tell me, on the Sizzle reel, I assume that you guys still are working on low budget with this because you haven't gotten any money yet. And so is this Sizzle reel filmed with the same budget from the previous things? Are you counting that in? How does that work? Let me know in the chat when you get an opportunity, but I'm going to keep running. Oh, and by the way, if you are in the chat right now and you want to donate to this, make sure you go to the link in the description because that's where you can donate. It's called Seed and Spark. It's like filmmakers only Kickstarter. And so they have special tools for filmmakers, and hopefully they get this done because I want to see what they're at. Ah, yes, that's the other one. The other thing I wanted to throw out there is because, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Last season, all 5 episodes were about different SCPs. They even had some extra, what's the word I'm looking for? They had some references to other SCPs in there. There was the Containment Breach in the 079 episode, and that had a bunch. But it was all anthology style. This season is going to do all the episodes based on this one SCP, which, as we've just revealed, is SCP-231. 231 is a crazy vintage, hugely well-known, Procedure 110 MONTAUK. Now, it's actually past its prime and fame. I don't hear about it much anymore, but we all know what the Scarlet King's about. And so we got a lot going into this, and we're going to spend a lot of time with it.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. Because of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202, I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard.
Hold on.
Yes, it is as
Who are all these
straight.
Focus. Gotta be quick. No, come back. I am afraid that this is actually just someone's office, so I'm not gonna dox that entire site.
As you have heard. Worse. Which is why
those didn't look like
Class
Easter
A
eggs. They just look like some person's
are
family.
assigned to carry out the procedure. No, assignment to the project is not a punishment or a test of loyalty.
So I guess this is what they're doing with the face-blocking helmets, is this VR mask
Class
setup.
A amnestics after. It is not true.
Dr. Sherman does not like
Given up
needles.
hope
That's
of
okay, we don't have to deal with it.
If there's anything else to be
Nothing
done,
up my sleeve. Now I'm going to perform a magic trick, and you're not going to like it.
Distasteful things. That is the price we must pay. But we must never let down our guard because of sympathy. And we will not become monsters because of the monstrous acts we must perform. Do your jobs. And never forget the importance of your work. MONTAUK is here to stay.
Ready to pause for the Scarlet King moment so we can examine the... Here. Yep, I want to get the best possible frame here. That's a good frame. So first of all, I was actually speechless because I was, for a moment there, I was watching the actor playing the -7, and their acting is really good. The facial expressions there were quite upsetting to me. I am glad that I do not work at Site 202 because I would not want to be privy to that. Thank you very much. And of course, we've got our big boy here. Big Scarlet King over here. Now, having him in the skyline like this, and knowing that in 231, we do not get that much into the storyline because we're only getting a clipped view of the documents. We're not getting the whole story. So honestly, I have not done that much research into the 231 storyline. So I don't actually know for sure where that could be going. I mean, you're not going to shoot this guy with a gun, although that's a flare, so they're just trying to see. That's going to be even less effective, I bet. But you're not going to stop this at this point unless there's some sort of back thaumaturgical way that they're doing, because I saw them do the blood seal. And the blood seal is from the story, right? Blood seal, blood seal, blood seal. Blood seal! And so if I remember correctly, the blood seal is part of the 231 story. Right at the beginning. They just mention it. On-site individuals, containment, description. No, this doesn't mention it. Go to the foundation. Carried out. Yeah, okay, the police raid. Oh, but there's a tail there now. Okay, so it just mentions the cult. And I assume that kind of thaumaturgy from what they were doing. So it doesn't not make sense. I wonder what the text is. Okay, here. I was hoping to see this text. With the borders of his realm set down, the king declared his war. His servants and there were many. The king surged out of his kingdom, and there was a war with creation. This was of all things, all of the gods and kings that subjugated was going to be considered to be the wisest, and but her escape had been prevented. Lot 1, if you want to save me some time, where is this? The fifth bride was Anut. She was strong in mind, though frail in body. I know I've read this before. The fifth bride was Anut. She was strong in mind, though frail in body. Let's Google that. The fifth bride was Anut. Anut! A N A H Dust and Blood. Dust and Blood. I knew it. Oh God, I haven't seen this story in ages. For those of you who don't know, back on the channel a long time ago, I did a video on the Scarlet King Declassified. And so back then, I did have to read through every article tagged with Scarlet King on the wiki and try to combine this all into an explanation of what the Scarlet King is or isn't. Now, of course, the problem being that the Scarlet King, or the problem is that the wiki is an eternally changing site. And so things have been added since I made that video. And so if you make anything on the wiki, it becomes obsolete really quick. All right, so let me bring this back to here. Then bring this over here. And before we move on to the next sizzle reel, why don't you and I both catch up on the Scarlet King? Because it's been a while. And oh God, help me. I'm in danger. I'm going to have to listen to my own voice for a minute. And I don't like this. Okay. Let me make sure that this is fixed. Boom. Hey there, Foundation staff. Sherm here, and welcome to Sherm's Declassified Skip Survival Guide. Today we are covering one of the most requested topics in SCP lore, a comprehensive breakdown of everything we know about the Scarlet King. Remember one of the most important laws of the SCP Wiki, there is no canon. So we're going to approach this from every angle we can. Funnily enough, we honestly don't get very much information on the Scarlet King from his author, Dr. Clef. We learn of the cult, the children of the Scarlet King, and the ritual they were attempting causes these women to birth disasters of some form that cause increasing numbers of casualties. We know there is a risk of an XK class scenario from 231-7 giving birth, but anything past that point is just speculation. It is important to remember that Clef has explicitly stated that SCP-2317 is not the Scarlet King. 2317 was Clef taking a second swipe at the concepts he worked on in 231, and the similarities are supposed to highlight that, but they are not canonically related, at least from an authorial intent perspective. As happens in a large amount of artistic endeavors, the thing you wanted to talk about isn't always the thing your audience is interested in. While Clef was writing about the lengths the Foundation will go to and how monstrous they'll become to fight monsters while hiding that fact from their rank-and-file staff, the general SCP fandom was enamored with this hidden, ancient evil waiting in the wings to come back and end us all. And that's where we hand off the torch to the author who gave us most of what we actually know about the Scarlet King, Jorich. To start off his history, we look to the tale Dust and Blood, which the Villains Wiki actually summed up quite nicely. Fine, I'll slow it down.
The Scarlet King was born with the planting of the Tree of Knowledge, called Karak at the time and known to us as the Wanderer's Library. He was the small...
Okay, just a minute, y'all. Desk and Cassandra. You guys are... you will know, very... ADHD, and I listen to everything at 2x speed, and so I get bored when people talk to me because they're not talking fast enough. In fact, I don't talk fast enough for myself. All my words get stuck in my head because my voice can only go so fast, and so I listen to everything 2x speed. But I'm gonna do this for y'all.
Their Foundation staff,
y'all.
Sherm here, and welcome to Sherm's Declassified Skip Survival Guide. Today we are covering one of the most requested topics in SCP lore, a comprehensive breakdown of everything we know about the Scarlet King. Remember one of the most important laws of the SCP Wiki, there is no canon. So we're going to approach this from every angle we can. Funnily enough, we honestly don't get very much information on the Scarlet King from his author, Dr. Clef. We learn of the cult, the children of the Scarlet King, and the ritual they were attempting causes these women to birth disasters of some form that cause increasing numbers of casualties. We know there is a risk of an XK class scenario from 231-7 giving birth, but anything past that point is just speculation. It is important to remember that Clef has explicitly stated that SCP-2317 is not the Scarlet King. 2317 was Clef taking a second swipe at the concepts he worked on in 231, and the similarities are supposed to highlight that, but they are not canonically related, at least from an authorial intent perspective. As happens in a large amount of artistic endeavors, the thing you wanted to talk about isn't always the thing your audience is interested in. While Clef was writing about the lengths the Foundation will go to and how monstrous they'll become to fight monsters while hiding that fact from their rank-and-file staff, the general SCP fandom was enamored with this hidden, ancient evil waiting in the wings to come back and end us all. And that's where we hand off the torch to the author who gave us most of what we actually know about the Scarlet King, Jorich. To start off his history, we look to the tale Dust and Blood, which the Villains Wiki actually summed up quite nicely. The Scarlet King was born with the planting of the Tree of Knowledge, called Karak at the time and known to us as the Wanderer's Library. He was the smallest of his siblings, but the only one aware, and it brought him great pain. He decided that existence itself is painful and that he'd have no part in it.
Wait a minute. Just a moment. Let me run that back. Listen to that again for me.
Time and known to us as the Wanderer's Library. He was the smallest of his siblings, but the only one aware, and it brought him great pain.
Scarlet King is Bill Cipher confirmed. Hear me out. He was the only one aware, and it caused him great pain. Is anyone else reading the Book of Bill recently? I know this is the popular thing right now. Gravity Falls is having a resurgence. I'm just saying the parallels are there.
He decided that existence itself is painful and that he'd have no part in it. As well as destroying existence itself, he started by consuming his siblings and growing stronger on their essence. He vowed to destroy the tree, the creator and creation, and consumed or subjugated all the other gods, naming himself King of the Darkness Below. He declared war on creation itself, one which will not end until the very end of everything. He took Sanaa, one of the gods he subjugated, forcibly as his wife and sired 7 daughters on her. Sanaa died after birthing them, and the king took his 7 daughters as his new brides, sealing them so they would not die as their mother had. 6 of his 7 bride daughters bore him armies of monstrous children called Leviathans. The 7th bore heroes who fought but failed to defeat him. This tale also plants SCP-682 as a child of the 4th bride, and gives us a peek into the brother's death, a separate tag on the wiki you can check out that Jorich uses liberally in his Scarlet King canon. For more on them, check out SCP-1440 and the tale Chapter 1 Verse 1 by the author Dematics. We see more of the relationship between the Scarlet King and the brother's death in the tale 3 Short Scenes About Death by Dematics. In this tale, we see that the oldest of the brothers' death, All Death, visits the Scarlet King's court annually to deliver a birthday present. Our point of view character points out in this tale that the Scarlet King, terrifying as he is comparatively unimpressive when compared to the All Death. All Death even feels confident enough to call the Scarlet King by his true name, Harum, son of the 3rd Brood. In the end of Jorich's canon, When We Came Home, we see the final war of the Scarlet King in which he snuffs out damn near every single piece of creation, every god and creature and man, before finally being defeated by 7 warriors wielding 7 spears. These warriors would be characters of interest from other corners of SCP lore, such as Isabel Wondermaker, SCP-1440, and Saturn Deer.
Wrong deer. It was a different deer. Dr. Sherman got that wrong. Whoopsie daisy. Different deer. Very different deer, actually.
Is restored and the apocalypse has a happy ending. Beyond Jorich's massive contribution to Scarlet King lore, there are also other scattered mentions throughout other works on the site. New Job by Dr. Chandra posits that the child of SCP-231-7 is actually SCP-999, and that the tickle monster could be the thing that defeats the Scarlet King with its cognitohazardous happiness. 3 of Tufto's works, 3150, 3514, and 3838, contain mention of Middle Eastern groups dealing with the oncoming threat of the Scarlet King. Twisted Gears gives the Scarlet King a connection to Mr. Red of the Little Misters in his tale SCP Red. And the tale Fear Alone by DJ Cactus reimagines Procedure 110 MONTAUK as the act of convincing the Scarlet King that awful things are happening in its name to keep it complacent, while not actually doing anything horrible to the poor girl. This bleeds back into the tale Second Watch by Jorich, where the Scarlet King is described as the king gloried in violence and depravity, calling to it the psychopath and the deviant, who then attempted to summon it and bind it to the world, as the king could not make avatars of its own. Rituals spanned from the proper preparation of a person for consumption, to methods of violation, to the summoning of the king's servants, and all pointed towards the singular purpose of reshaping the world of man in its own image. And now that I'm back around to Second Watch, it's time to talk about blue whales. In the comments of SCP-231, George explained that he didn't especially like SCP-231 as it is, but joked that because nowhere in the article does it say that 231-1 through 231-7 are humans, that it could be 7 sacrificial whales just as easily. This gave the story some much-needed batshit insanity, rather than just being standard horror in his words. When it was pointed out that there was one too many black boxes to accommodate this explanation, Dr. Clef showed up and removed one, hence giving the headcanon his blessing. Due to that joke, you'll notice a lot of whale imagery and references in George's Scarlet King tales. For instance, that his final daughter is named Ahabet, which is a play on Captain Ahab. The Scarlet King, in his words, might as well be a giant cosmic whale entity of destruction. And that's everything. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Sherm's Declassified Skip Survival Guide. If you like what we're...
Yeehaw. Oh. What a difference a couple years makes. Listening to that, at least by this point I had headphones, and so I would be able to edit properly, but I still did not edit out my breath noises from the explainers, and so that could have been cleaned up. But, you know, you learn over time. This is a how old video? Boop. Yeah, this is a 6-year-old video, so we can't expect everything to be up to code. But now, okay, let's see what's next. There is a Season 2 of Redacted alternate sizzle reel. And just before I do that, hey, Bryden, thank you for your donation to the Site 42 coffers. Dr. Sherman, let's go indeed. Make sure to grab yourself some bread on your way past the commissary. And you can get some of that gold cheese, because that's over, we're serving that today. Gold cheese. So now, let's head into the alternate sizzle reel. Now this one, I have not seen, so I don't know what we're getting into at all. So let's see what's going on. Oh, hey, Amber. First of all, nice to see you as always. Thank you as always for being a member and a patron. And yeah, I have my foot down here, and I'm just trying not to flex it and do anything bad to it, because I have another test walk tomorrow, so maybe I can go back to work. Doing my best. It's been a while, and I don't like the downtime. So let's not keep injuring and re-injuring myself, huh? So let's go back to the browser, and now, sizzle reel number 2.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. As a result of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202, I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard. Worse. Which is why only Class D personnel are assigned to carry out the procedure. No. Assignment to the project is not a punishment or a test of loyalty. While it is true that many that have served their time at the off-site facility have elected to receive Class A amnestics after, it is not true that we have given up on saving her. If there was anything else to be done, we'd be doing it. Our duties at the Foundation require us to do many distasteful things. That is the price we must pay. But we must never let down our guard because of sympathy. and we will not become monsters because of the monstrous acts we must perform. Do your jobs, and never forget the importance of your work. MONTAUK is here to stay.
Good job with the unabridged speech. Okay, so cool. Second sizzle reel was the alternate speech. The extended edition, I should say. Cassandra, doesn't doing monstrous things make you a monster? You know, that's pretty much the theme of this. At least in its original form, as we talked about with 231, the idea is, you know, those who fight monsters become monsters themselves. How far are you willing to go to save the world? Are you a good person or a bad person or a just a person? The morality here is the point. Of course, the Foundation is always going to come down on the side of the greater good being done with bad things, just because we are we're here to save the world, people. And actually, we're not here to save the world. We're here to protect the world through maintaining normalcy. It's a distinction. Although if the world's destroyed, that's not very normal. So usually we end up saving the world anyways. But the Foundation is doing whatever it takes. That is their shtick. Amber, wild that someone is doing anything with MONTAUK. That's what I said. It has been a while since MONTAUK has been relevant, but MONTAUK is a huge shadow over the beginning of the wiki. It is, what is its ranking? Because I just looked at it and it's up there in the notes. 231. What's its upvote total right now? Adult content splash. Plus 2496. It is almost at 2,500 upvote. And of course, that's an average, or not an average, it's including however many people downvoted it. And since it's been around for so gosh darn long, October 3rd, 2008, this is, 16 years old. But actually, let me check on Skipper. Here's a fun little thing. In case you didn't know, Skipper, SCPPER.db, is an incredible website for looking at anything you want to know about Wikidot with the SCP Wiki. It lists authors and what pages they've made and who everyone upvotes and downvotes. And so you can see how many people are doing what. Let me pull this up over here. Hey, there you are. No, that's not you are. Switch the browser window. Properties. Nope, not that one. That one. Properties. Where you at? Where you at? The page I want. It's not showing up. Stop doing that. It's rude to not give me what I want while I'm doing this thing. Give me a second here. Why is not you to help me? Okay, well, while I'm stuck here, 231 has 2,602 upvotes and 255 downvotes. So 90% good. That's a pretty good ranking. Although it doesn't add up to the number we saw, does it? So something here in Skipper is weird, but I don't know how to use this thing anyways. Okay, so let's go back to our browser again. Boom. And let us take advantage of the time we have here, and let's see what these people have to say about their crowdfunding pitch. Because if we're going to donate money to them, we want to know what's going on, right?
MONTAUK is here to stay.
Hi, my name is Christian Hoffman,
And my name's Harley Grow.
and we're the showrunners for the SCP web series Redacted, based on the SCP Wiki.
Now, we already filmed Season 1 back in 2021, which looked a little like this.
And we released 5 amazing episodes in 2022, which looked like this.
Frickin' that mallow suit, man. Indoor Salesman is my favorite for like the whole episode, or for the creepiness in itself. My favorite overall episode is Samoth Race because of the way the characters, the intensity of the acting in that was so good, and the situation.
And now Season 1 continues to grow in popularity and gain more and more support from our fans and the SCP community. And from
That's you
everybody
guys.
here at Lot 1 Productions, we say thank you. You might say Redacted is pretty good. Boom, bop, beep, boom, ah, ew, ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Okay. We want to continue the series just as bad as you. So here we are, Season 2 of Redacted.
Woo! For the past 2 years, we have been developing and planning Season 2, Redacted MONTAUK.
Season 2 is a full adaptation of SCP-231, from 7 brides down to 1.
In Season 1, we explored the Foundation's darker side. In Season 2, we go much deeper, asking how far our characters are willing to go in pursuit of the Foundation's mission.
Operation MONTAUK has always been one of the most beloved sagas in the whole SCP community that's never received a screen adaptation. As fans turned filmmakers, we want to finally give life to this story in a way that spotlights its originality and moral complexity while staying true to the community we love.
For non-SCP fans or anyone who doesn't know what SCP-231 is, here's a short summary. The Foundation finds 7 women pregnant with the spawn of the Scarlet King. It's a race against time to solve this supernatural medical mystery before the final child is born and the end of the world begins.
Season 1 was filmed on a budget of just $10,000, which is insane when you think about how many people worked on it. Limited budget contributed to a lot of the shortcomings of Season 1. This season, we want to fix that. We want to bring you a bigger and better season of Redacted.
Investing in the crew, props, and talent will help enhance the work of all the talented artists we are bringing on to Season 2.
So much time, energy, and love was given up to make Season 1 what it is. Imagine what we could do with Season 2.
Whether you're new to the SCP universe or a longtime fan, we hope you will join us on this exciting journey. Help us continue this story and consider donating to the project. Any amount is welcome.
Connect with us and share any way you can.
Thank you.
Desk. Season 1 costs less than my college debt. Oof. Ow. My soul. Whatchamacallit. So yes, you can do a lot with dedication and volunteer work, and they did, because it is insane that they filmed those 5 episodes on that small a budget. But the trick is, if we want to make something better, then we got to fund them so they can make something better. And of course, one thing you got to pay attention to, I mean, yeah, we can go through and nitpick here and there on certain costumes or set design choices, but when you have a budget, when you don't have a budget, you don't have the experts to make it look better. And so what they've got already is amazing. But, I mean, it's in the top tier of SCP film content, if only because there's not that many. But we could get so much more, and they could do so much more. And the goal here becomes, as they get the funding and they get the expertise, they get better and better projects along the way. And if you look at their channel, you can see that they have a lot of work that's not in the SCP Foundation sphere. Sphere? Sphere. Sphere. And so you can tell that they're working, even when they're not working on SCP projects, which is good because they're out there grilling. They're making experiences. They're gaining experience. They're gaining skills. They're gaining connections. They're working with people. They're building a fandom. And that is how we as an SCP community make these things happen. Because I know I harp on about this all the time, but Netflix is never going to make an SCP show because of the Creative Commons. They can't own it, so they won't make it. And so we are going to, or it's not only that they can't own it, but it's that people will be legally allowed to pirate their work because of the Creative Commons. As long as it is released SCP Foundation branded, anyone's free to just take it and use it themselves. And so we are in a special scenario as of the SCP Foundation fandom where as long as the crowd wills it, we can make it. And so it takes everyone coming together and working toward building the Foundation fandom via crowd support. And so it's going to start with smaller projects, but the more we make, the bigger they can be, especially as we get a crowd around us to support. Whew, good stuff. Good stuff. And so look in the description of this video or go to, let me put that in there real quick. Crowdfund link. And thank you, desk. We're going to pin that. I'm going to put it over here and pin it here. I can't pin things in TikTok, can I? Because I don't even think you can share links in TikTok. Oh, SCP Area 106, thank you for the roses. I clicked over just in time to see that. Thank you. And remember, we're all starving artists here. So if you are not able to donate to the Seed and Spark, like right now, I'm not able to donate to the Seed and Spark because I've been out of work for a month and a half with my bum foot. So if you cannot donate financially, the next best thing you can do is show people who might be able to. The more we spread this project out, the better it gets. As Lot 1 says in the chat right now, it would only take 2,500 or 2,900 people, less than 3,000 people, to donate $25. And they're done. It'd be over. And so, in fact, I'm going to be able to donate $25. I can commit to that. I can make that work. Rent is paid for this month. I'll work it out next month. But for you guys, share it around because the biggest deal we got to get is eyes on the prize. This crowdfunding sizzle reel only has 624 views before I showed it to you guys. And who knows how many people saw it on here. The trick is we have to come together and send this stuff out. Otherwise, we will not be able to make this kind of stuff happen. And I can't tell you yet because it's top secret, but there's still other projects that are being announced this month. I'm talking to a couple people. Apparently December is when all the SCP creators want to launch at the same time. So I'm a little tired right now because I've been coordinating with everybody, and I'll make sure you guys know about it to the best of my ability. Whew. But yeah, the most important thing we all can do is share this stuff around so it actually gets seen. The SCP community needs to work together on this. This is why we founded Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters. Oh, and as Lot 1 Production says, if you give to the Seed and Spark, just like Kickstarter, there are incentives, there are gifts for helping out. And one of those gifts, if you donate $500, if you have the money to donate $500 to the cause, then you get a personalized thank you video / cameo from me. And you send in what you want me to talk about, and I will wish your kid a happy birthday, or I will knight your OC into the mobile task force of your choice. I am at your disposal if you donate $500 to this Kickstarter / Seed and Spark is what it's called. And so if that's the kind of thing you want, I am, well, I can't afford to do too much financially myself right now. I can put the work in. And so I will do that for you, loyal viewer and donator. The only way we get the SCP Foundation projects made is by working together. So I've got the Seed and Spark here. I've got the TikTok. I've got chats. Jack, thank you for your donation to the Site 42 coffers. Make sure to grab yourself a gin and tonic on your way past the commissary. Never thought I'd see you live the day after I bought a facility manager card and a lighter with the SCP logo on it. Do I recognize the bodies? Well, part A, I would assume that you getting your facility manager card and lighter means that you were properly inducted to the Foundation. You wouldn't be able to get these things if you weren't a staff member. Remember, this is not a public chat that we're doing. I'm beaming to Foundation sites across the globe. If you're a civilian seeing this, then do me a favor and look into this light right here. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt. All right, now that we've got all of our civilians amnesticized, it's just us Foundation staff members. So yes, you're allowed to have that, and it makes sense that you'd get into the briefings after you got your materials. That makes perfect sense. But I hope you don't recognize the bodies. That's a bad time for everyone involved. Okay. Not So Simple Grim. Welcome to the stream and thank you for being a member. Alrighty then. So, we have checked out the Redacted Season 2 stuff. Let me scroll back here a bit. The last reaction to episode 5 of Redacted Season 1 is coming out on Monday. And so that means 4 of them are live right now. It also means that, me oh my, this thing is coming close to the ending. Copy. Browse. So since Redacted Season 1, our canvas for contemplative and unconventional stories has been the world of SCP. With Season 2, we delve deep into the grim tale of the iconic SCP-231, story more relevant than ever in need of modern reinterpretation. That's what I wanted to talk about. So, for quite a moment, are you guys familiar with SCP-8980? Part of this year's anthology. It went weirdly viral outside of the SCP space. Like, it was on all sorts of writing Reddits and stuff. It went a little crazy. But I had a conversation with Lot 1, specifically because there is a contingent of the SCP Foundation. Cassandra, I see the chat. I see you people, but I also see people doing all sorts of stuff. And so I only answer when it seems pertinent to my involvement. I'm going to let you guys role play a little bit if that's what you're going to do. And as long as Desk is saying it's okay. As long as you're not doing violence. Where was I? Yes! And so I talked to them because 231 has a reputation of being controversial in the mistreatment of woman method. And so when you're talking about the evil things that people are doing, well, this is some of the evilest. And, you know, people look at that and they see it as exploitative. And they see it as using just serious topics for exploitive views, let's say. And so even 8980, which is more modern in its approach, still got those accusations, just not nearly as many. And that's the trick. You can talk about serious subjects and dire things, and you can tell stories and make jokes about them as long as these things are well made. And so the trick here, I talked to them about the 8980 issue because I wanted to make sure that they are taking care with the material since it is very dire material. And so they assure me they've got directors on site. They are working with coordinators. So they're going to make a very well thought out story about 231. And dealing with the subject matter, I, of course, very much hope that's the case. And of course, the most important part is if we don't get this funding done, then we're never going to see if they succeeded or not. But okay, we've got that. And now, let me bring back the host window. So for the rest of this stream, if you feel like sharing that link or their videos, head to their YouTube channel, go in the description, grab that, and let's do what we can to support that. Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters, dismissed. Do your duty. Let a guy drink a little water over here. But now that we've done that, why don't we get a little crazy? I have this new gaming rig specifically to do gaming streams. And so, why don't we try that for a minute? Why don't we see what happens? Now, here's the problem. I am a console gamer. I am a PlayStation shill. And so I have not played computer games in decades. I have not played on PC in a long time. And that means that all of the SCP games that are out there, I'm a novice. And so you guys are going to see some crazy stuff. And not crazy in awesome game playing. Crazy in Dr. Sherman cursing at his inability to score points. Because, did I download it already or do I need to download it already? I haven't downloaded it yet. Oh, God help. What you just heard was in library, play now. Local drive, install. I wonder if I'm going to have to reset my PC. That would not be bueno. We are going to be attempting Dr. Sherman's first game of SCP Secret Lab. God help us all. Huh. SCP Area 106. Dr. Sherman, you should try Secret Lab. Well, you're getting your wish. All right. Let us activate. Poop. Load. Well, I'm certainly not getting any game showing up. While this isn't working, and while I'm trying to figure it out, Soul Gambler, thank you for your donation to the Site 42 coffers. Make sure to grab yourself a sody pop on your way past the commissary. Is the game a memetic cognitohazard? No, I don't think the game is a memetic cognitohazard. I mean, Secret Lab is fine to play. That's what I hear anyways. Shouldn't be a problem. Desk, in case you're listening, the issue is simply that when I hit start, it does not start. I'm going to check my task manager. Client web helper, Steam Labs, task manager. But it doesn't look like it's trying to start Secret Lab. Would be nice if it played. Running off Steam, correct. I have Steam open. I downloaded and installed the game, and it says play game. And then it did not play game. In my task manager, does it show Steam once or more? So I've got Steam client web helper, parentheses 8. I'm scrolling down the background processes to see about Secret Lab, but I'm not seeing anything Secret Lab related. Client services, Steam, 32-bit, Steam client service. Oh, something might be happening. It says it's running. Where is it running? Oh, wait for it. Nope. Oh, we got action. Oh, we're live. I'll show it to you in a minute. Just let me get rid of stuff that I don't need action. Don't need. All right, I've got some music in my ear. Can you guys hear that? All right, that's part 1. Small percentage of individuals may experience seizures, certain lights flashing. Be careful. Got it. Public beta feedback survey. I do not want to fill out a survey because I have not yet begun to play. Servers, settings. Okay, we are getting on to business. Max frame rate, brightness, facility lights, shadows, shadow resolution, visual effects, audio, controls. WASD, C to sneak. Shift to sprint, space to jump. E to interact. Tab to inventory. Players list, character info, throw item. Okay. Operational, guide. Facility, heavy containment zone. I think we're safe to bring this over here now. Well, that made the whole game disappear. Every time I click on something, my entire screen blinks in and out of existence. It did not do this with the last game I played, Info Hazard. So, working on some issues with the computer and the streams. Cassandra, it did have a seizure warning. Everyone be aware of that. Trigger warning for the stream for seizures. Be aware. Not so simple, Grim. You're writing an SCP, any advice for a first timer? Most important thing you can do, if you have TikTok, I have a playlist called SCP Writing Tips for SCP Writers. I also have a playlist or a compilation video for that on the YouTube channel. SCP Writing Tips from SCP Writers is your first stop because I've got a bunch of them listed and you can just watch them. So that's a good start. Beyond that, make sure you read the wiki, every guide on it about writing, read them. You got to read a whole bunch of SCPs to understand how to write the stories properly. And finally, on top of that, make sure you go through the greenlight process. Make sure you get proper critique on your article, because that's where you're going to learn to do the stuff. All right, Foundation personnel. All right, so we have 049. Oh, this has all sorts of... Oh, Lord, this game's going to confuse the heck out of me. Well, I want to try everything. I hope this game gives me a lot of in-game hints, because I don't know what I'm doing. Doors level 1. Blackout. Door locking. All right. How about I just jump into something here? This is a lot of servers. US East, US East. Well, I'm technically in US West, but... All right, well, this is the only one that has openings. Hide full games. Yeah, I guess I'll jump in the East Coast and see what's up. What is Raven Guard? Secret Lab Community. Cheats, hacks, bugs, exploits are prohibited. Phishing, scamming, racism, harassment, staff or player impersonation, mic spamming, music is allowed, must be stopped on request. Ads, including server ads, must be kept to a minimum. Team can be tolerated as long lead to round delays, false reporting abuse. Announcing moderators who have hidden tags is prohibited. Interfering with moderators' job is prohibited. Man, online gaming is really complicated on PC, man. Voice chat privacy settings. Game's voice chat, push-to-talk keys, Q and V, will capture your microphone input and transmit it to other player users connected to the server. Certain game features may temporarily store short samples of your transmissions will be erased. Okay. Server is full. You know what? I've got a better idea. We'll try Secret Lab another day because I want to get the opportunity to figure some of this out ahead of time. And instead, I'm going to play something that should be much simpler to figure out and is still pertinent to our SCP community. Instead of Secret Lab, which I have to figure out for a bit, I'm going to take you guys and myself for my first game of Let's Try Containment Breach. Because what could possibly go wrong there? Oh, chat is flying now that I got that fixed. Let me pause some things here that are making a lag happen. Okay, so let's try this again. Store. Pause that. We don't need that right now. Containment Breach. So there are so many SCP containment breaches. Which is the one that I want, guys? There we go. That's
Hello,
the one.
Everyone. I'm Kylan Rumbold, Project
SCP Containment Breach. D9341. Uncover the mysteries of the Foundation. Coming soon to early access. It's a Containment Breach demo. So that's not the one I want, I assume. SCP fan, I am old as opposed to most of the SCP community. I am a grandfather by comparison. Containment Breach Remastered. Containment Breach. Secret Lab. Lab Rat. Escape Together. SCP-CB Unity. Coming soon. Is it just SCP-CB? CB Reborn. Containment Breach Multiplayer. Lab Rat. Unity. Nine-Tailed Fox. Distorted Space-Time. I think it's the multiplayer version, he says. Containment Breach Multiplayer 2021. It looks right. Okay, now at least it looks like what I've seen in videos. They just updated it to a multiplayer variety. Ooh, that's squeaky in my ear. All right, let's hold that for now. Cassie Wonder, multiplayer is the main one. It can be played solo. Much appreciated. It is downloading, and we will get this thing on the run. In the meantime, I'll check out with the chat. Do you still want that animated series? I would always love to see an SCP animated series. In fact, there's at least one I'm keeping an eye on. I just need them to make it happen. Hey, Chloe, happy early birthday. From Dr. Sherman and the Foundation at large. There's cake in the commissary for you. How are you feeling about getting to play this game? Alex, I am very much looking forward to playing a lot of the SCP games. It's something that I have been waiting to be able to do for a while. And so this is the year. We are making things happen. Name all the SCPs you know. Look at the Site42, the Sherm's Great Skip Dictation master playlist. There are hundreds of SCP articles that I know. So, that is the request I will not fulfill. You're talking crazy talk. All right, play the game. Let's hope for a more accessible beginning this time. Ether Frog. Sherman, how do you feel about almost being at 1 million subs? It is crazy that we're getting close to 1 million subs. I very much still processing it. But it's very exciting because it gives us the opportunity to do so many things, to help so many projects get built in the SCP community. Even more, it'll eventually help me make the stuff I want to make myself. And so I'm following Markiplier. Markiplier started playing Containment Breach, then he started doing his gaming videos, and he started making cool ass movies and stuff. And so I'm just going to copy that guy, because he seems to have the right idea. Echo the Goober. You can't find the Dirt Man. The Dirt Man finds you, unless you put a little dirt under your pillow for him. And anyways, he's coming to our site tonight because we did not put dirt there, and we're going to catch him. That is the plan, is to contain the Dirt Man. So don't you worry. He will be locked up soon enough. We totally don't hear Sherman. Is there a sound problem? That's not good. Dr. Sherman, do you have SCP plushies? You know, I do have at least a couple. And while this thing is installing, why don't I go grab them real quick? Almost there. Okay. Merch Hall show off while I'm waiting. Woo! Sitting down. By the way, Damien, I just got an alert that you became a Patreon member of Site 42. Thank you very much, Damien. Welcome to the club. So, honorable mention. This is not specifically an SCP plushie, but it is a creepy teddy bear. And so, I think it deserves an honorable mention. I don't remember where my roommate Goose got this from, but it's this teddy bear wearing a mask. And if you squeeze its little footsie...
Do you want to cuddle with me?
So I consider this to be an iteration of SCP-1048, and therefore I don't like it. Gives me the willies. Now, our second honorable mention, because this is not a plushie, but it is still kind of cool, is this little SCP-096 figurine. None of this is sponsored because I don't remember where I got it, but... Ooh! Little 3D printed 096 figurine. Oh, Desk, it's an artistic representation. It's not gonna hurt you. We all know the rules. Now, we get to the SCP plushies. Now, I'll start with the ones that you can't get. You can no longer get the Dr. Sherman plushie because they turned me into a marketable plushie, but it was for a limited time only. But for the people who did get it, this is the Dr. Sherman plushie with spinning pen. It doesn't spin, it's attached, but it's meant to imply spinning. And Hawaiian shirt and lab coat. And we did these a couple years ago. I am pretty happy with how they turned out. If there is interest from the community, we might do a second batch. I'm thinking do one with the red Hawaiian shirt and the black lab coat so we can change it up. But when that time comes, we'll talk about that. I'll let you know if we decide to do it. Now, this one was made special for me by an artist who makes plushies and figures. And so the plushie and figure artist made George the Chinchilla. Look at, he's got the little backs of his gloves painted. These are like ceramic or something. They're like hard. And the shoes are, he's got little spats. But this is SCP-3086, George the Chinchilla. This is the first SCP I ever wrote for the SCP Wiki. And now it's a little plushie figure. And depending on if you put him just right, he can stand up on a desk because his shoes are very heavy. But you got to balance him right, and I don't like doing that, so I just sit him down. But this is George the Chinchilla, and he will, in fact, tell you all about his pappy, Saul Sizzlak, the greatest and best animator in the whole wide world. And so that one is a one-of-a-kind thing that the artist made for me. Now, this is another from the same creator. This was an indie creator, and they did it on, they were on Etsy for a long time. I don't believe they make things anymore, so, but you used to be able to buy this one. This one wasn't special for me. SCP-2521. That which you are not supposed to talk to, because it will come and get you. Thankfully, the memetic filters I have in the screen here are strong enough so that I will not be noticed by it and it will not take me at all. It is going to be fine. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. He just wanted to get coffee next week. It's fine. It's fine. And last but not least, on the SCP plushie realm for today, this is the only one that I can tell you where to get, and it is SCP-999, the plushie. This one is available from our good friends at Plush Foundry, otherwise known as scpstore.org. And for this one, you can go and get it right now. There's a referral link where you can even give me a little bit of a kickback, so that helps the channel as well. Let me make sure that the link is still active. Yeah, so that link is still active on my beacons.ai/site42, which is the support link that lists all of my channels and stores and stuff like that. And the SCP-173 Peanut figurine, that is currently the referral link for the plushies as well. The Peanut figurine didn't work out. We didn't have enough interest, and so that's gone. But you can still go to that link before I take it down to get a 999 plushie if you want one. Running the chat. And so, just in time, this is now ready for me to play it. What display settings do I want it to use? What are my display settings? Display 2560 by 1440. 16 by 1440. Launch. All right, the game is loading. Unfortunately, OBS is having a lot of trouble trying to find it. All right, so game capture. Desk, yes, we are using Streamlabs OBS. Perhaps you're going to tell me there's some sort of problem with that. I'm going to close some spare windows while I'm at it so it gets less confused. Doot. All right, technical difficulties are still working through them. That is a... Google says some others have had similar problem. One person suggested use borderless full screen in CB and use window capture in OBS. Not a bad idea. Options, graphics, screen gamma, zoom, All right, so let's close it and reopen it with that setting that you just listed. Because that seems like something it would have a problem with. That makes sense to me. Full screen, borderless windowed mode. Borderless full screen and use window capture in OBS. So borderless window, proper size, launch it. All right, find the game. Do your job. You can make sound by clicking on the right mouse button while playing for the SCP. This mod has weapons. You can get them in the breach mode or using the console. Violium, welcome to the stream. Longtime watcher, first time live stream viewer. Welcome and glad to have you. Desk is sending me a little tech support here. Let me see what you got, my friend. On the bottom right, I have screen capture. All right. So first off, can you guys hear the game at least? It seems I could only hear it when I'm clicked in it. It goes away as soon as I click out. That's strange. InfoHazard didn't have that problem. Gonna learn all sorts of things about games while I'm trying to do this. Old man's gonna shout at Cloud all day. All right, so if this is not catching the game here, then I'm gonna do what Desk said, which is create a new source. And it will be a screen capture. Screen capture. Add source. Done. And now I've got to move it down behind me. And I've got to make it the right size on the other one. Oh man, guys, we almost did it. We almost did it. All right, we have game on screen. We have chat. We have desk. Glory to the desk indeed, my friend. We have the chats. And finally, once I click on this, we have sound. And so, before I begin this process, tell me about the sound to voice ratio. Because while I have it on, we can hear it, and when I click to fix it, it won't. So I'm just going to keep talking until the 30 seconds that the delay has goes away. And once we have that and the sound is confirmed to be working, then we will be ready to play. But I can keep talking all day. I mean, there's no stopping me. I can just keep running and gunning. I can spin this pen one way, and I can spin this pen the other, and I can wait here until you guys hear my volume to speech ratio and make sure that the sound is not too loud for my speaking voice. I can do this all day, and you guys can listen to it all day once you get here. Game volume needs to be lowered. That's what I thought. Probably about there, I'm guessing. Because we don't want my voice in the game to be the same volume. We want it to be probably about there. Because now I'm peaking at about just below the red, and then this is peaking. It's in mid-green, but then it shoots up to yellow. Drythil the Dragon. Oh god, I remember you. I used to watch you on TikTok. There we go. Ah, yes. Here's what's happening. Now I'm 30 seconds in the future getting the answers, and you guys are going to have to listen to me repeat myself until I heard you. Isn't streaming fun? But enough. Let's go into this. I think the volume's good enough for now, unless Desk corrects me. Let's start a new game. Options. I don't know how to do anything in this game. I've never played it. Audio. It's doing its thing. Controls. Mouse sensitivity. Mouse smoothing. WASD. Quick save F5. Chat F6. Jump space lean Q. Manual blink B. Sprint left shift. Inventory tab. Crouch control. Open close console F3. Voice lean using. Ah, QR lean. Got it. Use. Okay, guys. Do safe mode? What is safe mode? Show HUD, enable console, open console and errors. Achievement pop-ups, show FPS, view model, frame limit, anti-alias size, graphics, back. New game! Name. Dr. Sherman 1. Universe 1. Enable intro sequence. I would like to see the intro sequence because I haven't played this game before and I want the full experience. Safe mode. The game can be saved at any time. However, in the case of SCP objects, a safe classification does not mean that handling it does not pose a threat. Accurate! I love it when they have the object classes correctly. Euclid. In Euclid difficulty, saving is only allowed at specific locations marked by lit-up computer screens. Euclid class objects are inherently unpredictable, so that reliable containment is not always possible. Keter class objects are considered the most dangerous ones in the Foundation containment. The same can be said for this difficulty level. The SCPs are more aggressive and you have only one life. When you die, game over. Custom mode. Okay. Well, let's start on safe mode. I need to see what's going on. And let's go. Ooh. A tiny bit more would be perfect. I trust the desk. Wakey, wakey. All right. Pick up paper on the desk. Blink. Blink, blink, blink. So tired, Yanni. Oh, I made myself yawn. Press tab to open the inventory. Double-click on document to view it. On behalf of the SCP Foundation and our staff, we welcome you to an exciting 1-month working period in our top secret facilities. Exact details of your upcoming work assignments are classified. Read the document. You are D931. As your designation, during your stay, you will take part in various procedures. Some can be extremely dangerous. Full cooperation.
Hey, they've got some work for you. Do me a favor and step out of your cell.
Do I want to do that?
Just follow me. Oh, and by by the way, we're authorized to exterminate any disobedient test subjects, so I'd recommend not doing anything stupid.
Dalek style. Hold on. I want subtitles. Do they have subtitles? No! How am I supposed to read what I'm listening to? Ah, do you guys watch TV with subtitles? I always watch TV with subtitles. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'll do my best then. Oh, wait, I gotta put the chat back. Welcome back, chat. All right, so you're waiting on me.
Attention, please. Security.
Strafe, strafe, look, look.
F. Report to light containment.
Woo, this mouse sensitivity. Let's take that down a notch. Controls. Mouse sensitivity. Let's take that down to 40 and see what happens.
Checkpoint. Kilo. B. 4. Immediate.
Woo!
Service.
It's different when I am the,
Movies lately? I don't really watch movies. Oh,
It's different when I'm actually the one playing it, man.
you know, that reminds me. Somebody should make a video game based on this place. Why would anyone do that? I don't know. I just thought it was kind of a cool idea.
Someone should make a video game based on this, they said? Ay, ay, ay.
Feel tired and overworked. Partially from coffee.
Oh, I can I can gently tap on the fourth wall.
Well, we're here. Still disappointed I didn't get to punch you, but whatever. Oh, and by the way,
173, kept in container, direct line of sight.
Attention all Class D personnel. Please enter the containment chamber.
But I don't want to. All right, let's see if I survive my first round.
B173 for testing.
I don't want to approach it.
There seems to be a problem with the door control system. The door isn't responding to any of our attempts to close it. So please maintain direct eye contact with SCP.
One eye, the other eye. One eye, the other eye. One eye, the other eye.
oh shit. Oh shit.
Where do I go? Where do I go? Close the door. The door. Hold shift to run. How about press door to leave? No leaving? Nothing happened with the door. This mouse moves so fast. Take it down another 10%. Door appears to be locked. Ooh, it is dark in here.
Attention. All personnel report to immediately.
.205, object class Euclid. Can't get in here without a key card. Not that I know if I want to go in there or not. Seems bad. Ah! Okay. Good night. Round 1. Aborted. I thought when it blasted, it would go only once. Okay. Fine. I don't even have a load, so I have to start at the beginning. Alright. Dr. Sherman 2. The epic trial of Dr. Sherman 2 begins. And we don't need the intro sequence this time. I saw it. We advise you to read the instructions before playing. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. Alright, so run out the door, run out the door. Down, down, down. Oh, it's here. Yeah, chase them. Chase them. It's fine. I don't like them. Are you gonna come back? Still can't go this way. $106 goo. Already? Crap on a crap on a crap. Are my settings still on?
All personnel report to immediately.
I wonder if it's the motion smoothing that's making it so hard for me to move in this game. All right, so let's go right. All right, so. Stay out of the goo. Remember that you don't have... Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. I don't need to go that way. Open the door and just go the other way. Just go the other way, it's fine. I don't need to go that direction at all, actually. All right, so we're here. We look around there. We came in, we went to that door, and then we went what I thought we went over here. But that looks like the same hallway as over here. Okay, this is different. Oh! Jackpots! We got 914. No jackpots. We can't get in. Ugh. All right. So, we've learned some important things. We are cleverly making our way through the civility. Oh, quick save. How do I save? Controls. F5. Alright, so that's where I went, and so... if I went right and found that, then I can now go across the way from the Containment Breach door. Blood on the floor. Not great. Can't get in there. Can't get in there. Close the door behind us. Cameras or video equipment is prohibited in this room. This doesn't seem like a place I want to go. So this door doesn't open. Oh. Another one of these. Why you closed door on me? I did not close the door. SCP-1123, Memetic Hazard. Hermetically sealed container. During storage, don't touch. Human skull, teeth. Report anomalous sensory phenomena, including smells such as cooking meat or ashes. Subjects touch the surface, they will experience dissociative fugue state. Fugue is characterized by confusion. Well, you know what we gotta do. Not touch the creepy skull. And there's the creepy skull. It always stares at you. Gas mask. So what does gas mask do? It lets you go through... probably lets you go through gas. What? You can press space to force blink. For me, B is blink. Important to remember that door buttons are always on the left side for when you're backing away from something. Level 1 key card. Empty cup. All right, we're making progress, people. Encountered a recursive room. Well, I wasn't done exploring over here. And I don't like the sound of a Oh. I see. Punk. 939, pack-based predators, imitation of human speech. Yep, okay, I do know that one. And so if I just keep going, then it's just going to keep going. And if I just keep going, then it's going to keep going. And if I just keep going, it's going to keep going. And if I just keep going, I think we've got the point. Okay, so what is that? 9-volt battery. So the supply closet's recursive, which means I can just keep getting stuff. Look for both ways before crossing the recursive street. I think it's out of supplies to give to me. Game really said, don't get greedy now. Blink and then go. Not a door. Don't you talk to me like that. I don't know what that was. I saw something. Oh, lot 1. Have a good night. Thanks for coming into the chat. And remember, check out their Kickstarter. Their Seed and Spark is called. That's how we get Redacted Season 2 right there. Ah, my nemesis. Whee! Well, it got me again. All right, I have learned, though. I have learned in this life. They are proximity. They are not timed. So if you go through them at all, you explode. And that means we're learning. But unfortunately, I'm learning from a next life. Also, I need to figure out why the save isn't working. So, options, controls. Quick save. Let's change that to H. Maybe it wasn't just wanting my 5 buttons. So safe. Dr. Sherman 3. Dr. Sherman the Third. All right. Mr. Monk, is it not really endless? Is there more in there? Come down here. Peanut leaves. And the journey begins. Let's go right. Game progress saved. We did it, people. We can now save our game properly. Sherman, can I talk to 079? Well, I think I remember that we get to talk to 079 in this game at some point. Wait, I can't close this door? Oh, it's a door lock. Airlock. That's why. Don't you believe in me?
All personnel report to immediately.
What's in the grate? Oh. Get rid of that. All right, so what did that do for me? It opened the other side of the super airlock. So let's go through the super airlock. Key card required. No key card required. Well, don't like that, don't like that. Let's let whoever's there just have their dinner. All right, I think they ate enough. Well, there's an electro fence in there, so I can't go that way.
I think the shortest way out is the southeast way. Follow me. Did you hear that? I hope it wasn't.
Oh, that is a peanut. I don't want to deal with peanut right now. There's plenty of other ways that I can go to not die. Oh. Yeah, your lunch. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Supplies. $939. Battery. You see, I told you, learning. We're getting educated here. That's what we do at the Foundation. We research. We study. We're a bunch of friggin' nerds. That's how you get to be the best of the best of the best. Key card, baby. Do I want the cup? Yes. Take every scrap I can get right now. And if I'm right one more time... Nope, not a gas mask. Come on. There's gonna be some gas. I would like for it to be masked. Give me the goods. Okay, no gas mask this round. Whew. Okay. So this door's open. I could have swore I closed it. Well, it closed itself for me. It knew it was misbehaving. Okay, this is new. Hey, what if I saved the game? All right, before I go in there, let's investigate this office. Nope, no investigating the office. All right, start to the right. See a spooky Skullington. That's where I found the gas mask. Different spot. Inventory is looking well fed. Checkpoint lockdown. Huh? Heavy containment zone. Containing SCP-008. Are we doing zombies? I don't see any zombies in there. Is it safe to go in there? Well, not the key card I have, I guess. All right, so we went right and it didn't work. No, that was left. Three or higher, I see. Curiosity has gotten the better of me. Oh! Alright, so I was correct to keep not going into that, I guess. No! Alright. I'm here on a wonderful topsy-turvy day. Okay. That did not go well for me. All right, so do I start over from the beginning with Dr. Sherman 4? Or do I just continue from save? Answer in the chat. We'll think about it. I've got 1 for continue, I've got 2 for continue. I've got 2 for Dr. Sherman 4. Yeah, I guess continuing's the better way to go, because we're not going to kill so much time. Ryu, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you contributing to the cause. Make sure to grab yourself some raspberries on your way past the commissary. Of course, anytime I click on anything, it stops making sound. Load game. I think it did reload and I had to hit resume. So I think I'm reloading again. Yeah, so just keep counting your head that this is Dr. Sherman 4. Because we're talking parallel universes now. Key card inserted in the slot, but nothing happened. All right, so now we know not to go in the goo. And you know what? Yeah, we still have our gas mask. See what's over here. What? Again? Another 008 chamber? Huh. Is this also recursive? Today is pizza day. Time for a pizza ball. Infinite pizza in the cafeteria for one day only. I don't like whatever was making that sound. Elevator? Don't mind if I do. What could possibly go wrong? Encountered the creatures with many voices. Spoilers! Oh, that's a big boy.
Lost you for a moment there. It's just somebody else.
I guess I got hit? Is it eating me? I'm trying to run. Nowhere to go. Ah, crap. Well, I guess I'll have to do some mad juking. Dark, I can't see. Run! This is not an exit. Limping out. Can we go to the elevator? I hit. Do not do this shortcut, please. I promise to be good. Alright, so I got most of my health eaten, but I'm still alive. Now we're just gonna wobble around for a bit until we die. Oh, if only I had some pizza. Pizza would save me right now. Oh, vision's getting real blurry. I guess I'm bleeding out. Don't happen to have a med kit, do ya? Ew, you're getting your blood all over the place. Alright, well, I can't even see what's in there anymore. You are feeling faint from the amount of blood you lost. I can tell. Well, once more onto the breach, dear friends. I guess we'll just take a nap with this guy. Ooh, spooky face in the hallucination. You just keep an eye out. Dr. Sherman 4 is gonna rally from this. I have a good feeling about Dr. Sherman 4. And the heart-beating sound in my ears is not dissuading me. Ah! A door that a keycard actually works. Now, where am I? Nope, wrong door. Please stop giving me alerts, Norton. I need to figure out how to get rid of those. In the meantime, I'm also dying. Just a quick test. Are you still here? He's still here. Ooh, scraping some. Hey, he got me through the door. Rude. Rude. You need to go there to progress. Once you die, find that room. The moment Sherman opened the door to Peanut, I knew it was done. You had to crouch and be quiet. Okay. Good to know. Load game. Once we get in, I'll check the controls and find out what the crouch button is. Maybe I just need to map these buttons. Shift is good for sprint. Jump is spacebar, and I don't think there's a lot of jumping in this game, at least not thus far. So, note to self. Elevator is not my friend. Options. Controls. WASD. Strafe. Blank. So, crouch. QE is lean. F is use. Voice chat. Open close console. Crouch. Left control. Shift crouch. Got it. Now graphics. Enable room lights. Discount screen gamma. Good brightness factor. Balance out your game's gamma if the light appears too dark, too bright, too high, because graphics look less detailed. Particle amount. LOD bias. Cameras update interval. Enable room lights. Talks the artificial lens flare effects generated over specific light sources. No, don't want that. Decals, particles. I guess it's just as dark as it's going to be. Same as it ever was. All right, Dr. Sherman 5, back in action, not swaying. How did we get where we were that time? We already got the gas mask. But did we go through the gas mask to get to that place? Or did we go another way? Time for a pizza ball. I remember saying that. Red room, no good to us. Leads to... Oh! Recursive room? No, not recursive room. Elevator room. So we turned right, which means we got to turn right again. So we turn right. And we're here again. Recursive room. Any snacks? No snacks. All right, this is where my boy is napping. Okay, we're back where we were before. H. Dr. Sherman 5 is on the case. Now I came in here. I saw this. Remember how to crouch. All right, so we open this to see nothing this time. Well, that's convenient. B. Checking. All right. Yeah. And you ain't got no key card, punk. Stay in there! Stay in there! Red room. Quite a sound. All right. Well, at least for now, Peanut's behind us. Let's check to the left. Oh, I'm back here, am I? Is there anything here for me? Smoke, vent. Doesn't look like there's anything if you backtrack. All right, well now we know that the backtracking. You can open his door. I don't know what that means. Who is him? I hear sounds that I don't like. Although it seems that happens a lot in this game. All right, so that's where we were, so let's go left. $860 and $1025. Can we get in here now? Security clearance 3. Security clearance 3. Zap. So we can't go that way. Huh. All right, well, the exploration continues. We know that we can't get to those level 3s without, you know, level 3. Hey, look at Sherman 2. No, Cassie Wonder, we are on Sherman 5 right now. We are not doing well in that run. How did we get back here? Oh, because I never went this way. No, wait, I came from this way. Well, there was nothing else in there. All right, so this door is closed. We were able to get Peanut in and out from here successfully, so I count that as an absolute win. All right, I can't jump through that window. SNAV? What is SNAV? Ooh, fancy. Chat is informing me it is possible to time going through the Zappy gates. So once I finish what I want to do in this room with this guy, we'll go back to the Zappy gates. Save for sat-nav. All right. Blink, then door. Examine the room, see nothing. Blink, then door. Nine-volt batteries, number 2, 1048-A. Yup. All right, so how do I drop items? Like that. Organize this real quick. There we go. I need to teach Norton to not interrupt my gaming. Right. Let's check downstairs first. Doors that you can't go through. A quarter? Hey, buddy, got a quarter. And a wallet. Do I want the quarter? Forsaking one of my batteries? Because I don't really have any other stuff I would want to drop. I guess I could drop the level 1 key card since I have the level 2 now, right? You put the quarter into the wallet. You are a genius, Cassie Wonder. You are angling towards that promotion. Uh-oh. I'm hearing stone dragging sounds. All right, I don't see him through this door's windows. All right. Well, that was a profitable room. All right, well, I just saved, so let's see that if I can get through this. Activation zone. Well, goodbye, Dr. Sherman 5. I was told to inch close enough that it would activate, but not close enough that it would kill. And I'm getting the idea that that's not possible. But no, my chat would never troll me. My chat would never troll me. That is just not how the SCP Foundation chat does things. On to Dr. Sherman 6. Dr. Sherman 6. Can you fare better? All right, one tiny step at a time. Tiniest little step. Teeny tiny. Okay. Oh! Oh, you were not trolling! You were accurate! That's why I trust the Site42 chat, because we are the SCP Foundation and we work together! You are heroes, and you have successfully gotten Dr. Sherman 6 through this alive! Now we'll see exactly how much good that does. Alright, this room has one door. Or one side door. Need a level 3 to get in it, though. Alright, we got 106 goo again. I really need to remember to blink before going through doors. Alright, so we're back here. And I gotta remember, we're not resetting, which means that nothing has re-racked. So, does this open with a level 2? Nope. Ah, shit! It's Larry! Oh boy! Stay away from me, Larry. Nobody likes you. Did you see my radical juking skills? You fucking suck, Larry. All right, Dr. Sherman 6 is on the case. Nope, he died. No Man's Land. Escape the old man's pocket dimension. I got an achievement, but I don't think I actually did. Oh. Someone needs to clip the, oh yeah, I got away from them with my radical juking skills. Immediately caught. That's, don't clip that. We're only here for epic gamer moments. That was not epic at all. Don't clip that. Don't do it. We were only here for high scoring romps of a good time. Damn you, Larry. All right, so I made it through here. We can't go in here. And we know Larry is over there, so we're just not going to go to Larry. We're just not going to go to Larry. So here's the thing. I successfully got through this electronic thingy, but I know there's another one that I didn't get through. And so, let's use caution. It's a manly battle cry. Manly battle cry. That's how you know you're gonna win. Okay, he's coming again. Hey, does anyone know how to escape Larry? Just because Dr. Sherman number 7 is not gonna do too well if I can't figure out how to get away from this guy. I mean, does Larry want a quarter? Is that what he wants? Oh, he's gooping. He's gooping like crazy. I hear that goop all over the place. Oh, we found the other one of these. Let's see if we can get through it okay. With Larry on my ass. All right, will this kill Larry? If there's... Get the femur breaker. Oh. I see. Yeah, that will make sense. I just have to, you know, get to it. Well, I made it through there okay. That was nice. Another red room. All right. Surveillance room. Key card. Need security level 3. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save because that was a... What's the phrase I'm looking for? That was a checkpoint. So we made it somewhere, and Dr. Sherman 7 is still standing. Notice that we are still alive. Whew, we outran the bastard. We did it for science. Now, if you will pardon me for a 5-second break, I gotta go hit the head. Not that I was scared or anything. That's not why I'm going. But I'm going to take a 5-second break. And so, stay tuned. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, chat. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. If you have tapped to security at Site 42, I need you to call them in. I discovered, unfortunately, that SCP-789-J has invaded my personal lavatory. 789-J, the butt ghost. Okay, the butt ghost is in my toilet right now. I want to steal your butt. What a jerk. Anyways, where were we? So I can't go into surveillance. What's over here? That door's open, that door's not. Yo. 372 Euclid. I hear skittering. I don't like skittering. We'll go there later. Hey-oh! Look what we found. So it said encountered the peripheral jumper. And so I believe that I'm being messed with in my ears now. I hear the chittering and little screamy scream. Dr. L's note. Don't bother, I'm the only one alive anymore, I think, or maybe sane, or even the best fine. I feel like I leave the behind. Seeing the others and almost likely not even have a body. So what's this? Throwing myself off breadcrumbs in my brain. Scatter, and it's almost then I taste metal. Sorry for your loss, Doctor. So this guy's just going to be in my ear for the entire rest of the game, huh? EJ Smith. Yes, we leave the live streams up on the live tab on YouTube. So that's where you can go check them out. Testing. Drop it. First aid kit, in case I get eaten again. I have plenty of batteries for now, so let's do that instead. You cannot combine these items. Okay. So. Output. Intake. So let's drop the level 1 first and see what happens. Turn. Doors close. MasterCard. Not sponsored. All right. Let's continue our experimentation. The fuck was that? Was that the peripheral creeper? Level 2 key card. Let her rip. MasterCard again. So is it going to alternate between a credit card and my key cards? Is it a dice roll? Son of a... I don't like the peripheral creeper. He's just doing random shit. Pardon my French. What do you got? Level 2 again. What if I put it on only fine? Or what if I get the hell out of here because there's Larry? All right, so we ran to the right into the skitter room. Since the skitter's already got me, I can just run around here. There you are, Larry. Now we run across the hall from 914 and leave the checkpoint. Son of a bitch! Dr. Sherman 7 is a hero for surviving that bullshit. Ha! Didn't even fall for that this time. Look at me! Witness me! Now, really, I just have to make a straight line across the entire facility to get back there. I'm just trying to mentally keep track. Once 106 is leaving me alone, I just have to run all the way across the facility like that. Because I didn't even get my key card. I'm still stuck at level 2, and I think... Okay, don't get shocked. Remember to blink. You still here? You're not still here. Now we just hightail it all the way back across the facility. And we're back here. All right, so this is a level 2. At least Peanut can't get me in here. Now let's take this to fine instead of very fine. Come on, level 3. Daddy needs a new level 3 key card. New pair of shoes. New G-class jumpsuit. Yes! All right, so now that we got the 3, and we're safe for the moment, let's continue testing. Drop the 2. Does the 2 become a 3? Let her rip. Darn you, eyeball creeper. Another level 3. Keep on trucking. Up to level 4. Playing card. So if it seems like random chance, what happens if a playing card becomes very fine? Level 2 again. I don't appreciate you yelling at me, game. All right, next round, rather than a key card, I'm gonna throw in the gas mask so that we know we have that covered at least. It's on fine or very fine? I'm gonna guess very fine. Dr. Sherman's a risk taker after all. Dr. Sherman 7, that guy's crazy. I'm trying to get just the right amount of help from chat. I don't want to overdo it. Uh-oh, time to go. All right, so it was this way to freedom. Dang it! Where did you come from? Dr. Sherman 7, no! Oh. Yeah, it was Larry chasing me again. And I heard the sounds, I made my move, but this time Peanut was somewhere. I didn't spot him at all. Woo! Sherman 7, no! Okay, guys, I think this was a pretty good test adventure stream for our Redacted and such. No, I did not save, unfortunately, very soonly from there, so I think we're gonna have to go back to 914. However, I think that means I don't have to get the creeper again, because I don't want the creeper. So I'll skip that this time. But we'll go back to 914, we'll get our key card, we'll get our gas mask again. But for now, I gotta go grab some grub. So, real quick, let me turn this off, turn on a little music. I'm gonna hang out just a bit longer and check the supers and make sure I respond to donos well. So let me go back to hosting. Quit this. That was fun though. It actually worked. We played Containment Breach, everyone. We'll have to remember that we're on Dr. Sherman 8 next time we start off. Whew. All right, check in on the TikTok chat, shared the live. Thank you to 2004 Ford Expedition for sharing the live, as well as JD, and to Egg Stealer for becoming a follower. Site 80 to Dr. Sherman. How's the Site 19 test going so far? Well, Site 80, I think it did not go especially according to plan. I got wrecked on that last set. Woof. Desk, it will be awesome to see you playing this as Clef or as Desk, whichever character you decide to be with that. Yeesh. But yes, Site 80. You must have seen me just get sniggity snapped if you're still here, so that's how that went. Always next time indeed, my friend. Always next time indeed. Desk. I still think Sherman should play Doki Doki Anomaly. It's on the list. That one's on the list. I mean, first of all, it is, first of all, I'm in that one. And so I guess I have to play it because of that. And then, of course, it's also an SCP dating simulator. And so I'm going to have to play that and chastise all of you for simping for the anomalies. It's not the Foundation way to fraternize with the entities. Aye, aye. All right, looks like I've wrapped up all of these supers. Alex 049 is not hot. 049 is an anomaly. It goes in a box. It does not get dates or smooches. There are rules. Ay, ay, ay. All right, Site 42 staff, thank you for joining us today for this stream. We will do some future streams. We will help out our fellow SCP content creators. Make sure you check out the link in the description to go over to Lot 1 Productions Seed and Spark, where they are doing Redacted Season 2, MONTAUK. And so let's get them what they need so that they can be more live-action SCP films in the world. Before I go, I'm going to make my pledge over here. Gonna make an incentive. Backer credit, digital copy of Season 2 poster, and a staff member video. Okay. Yeah, take the incentive. Why not? Backer, continue with Google. No, I want to use my SCP email address. Gmail. Check out his guest. Dr. Theron Sherman. Payment method. This is not a credit card reveal stream, unfortunately. And complete order. Rejected. Oh, they don't take my credit card. All right, I'm going to have to handle that off stream. But you guys can go to the link in the description to go do that. That way, we all can get this thing up and running. So with that, I have been Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42 for the SCP Foundation. It's been lovely talking with you guys today, staff. Go back to your barracks, rest up for another day of research and securing, containing, and protecting. And I will see you all in the next stream or video. And sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea, 'cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. I'm going to catch in some kind of a bird. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on.